If you're watching this video, that probably means I've been murdered, and I think I know who did it. Welcome to Come Ride With Me. It's Friday phone call. Friday phone call. Today's hopeful guest is it's, if we get him, it's a big get. He is co-host of one of the internet's most loved and adored Simpson podcast. For Simpson Week, we thought there was one person Let's see if he answers.
Hello.
Patches!
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Not much. What's going on?
I am sitting here on a nice Friday morning.
That is good to hear. So, I don't know if we did this already, but if you had to pick a Simpson character that you are most like that's not part of the Simpson family, who would it be?
You doing?
What was your gut reaction?
I want to pick a Simpson character. I was a Simpson guy, but I can't. Simpson family member.
All right, pick a Simpson family member.
No, Gunther.
What was that? Gunter?
Gunther. You see that coming?
All right, well, then my follow-up is what?
Who are you most like?
I think I'm a little bit like the old Jewish man.
No.
Hans Moman?
Yes.
All right, besides Hans, who would you pick for me?
I don't want to say Martin Prince, but that's where my mind first went. Sorry.
I thought about yours, and at first I went to Mo, but I think I'm settled on Willie.
Oh, I think Mo and Willie are good choices.
It's like a mixture of both of those. Oh.
Yes. Oh, good.
Good
I
stuff.
think you got me.
So, have you watched any Simpsons episodes recently?
I have watched from this year. I don't remember. Probably about 2 weeks ago I watched one.
Did you see the one where Marge took the screens away from the kids?
Took the what away?
So they were spending too much time on their phones and on like tablets, and
No,
so
I did not. No, I did not.
that one's pretty good. That one's from I
should watch it today.
I think it's from 32. Yeah,
Episode 32 or season?
season 32.
Okay.
And then last night we watched the one where Homer gets his jaw wired shut.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Come on, it's the one where they go to the movies and there's so many trailers that Homer gets really angry. You don't remember this? Soccer Mummy?
No, but this is the beautiful thing about me is then I get to watch it again. It's like, oh, do it till there's a joke, and then I'm like, oh, I did watch this one before.
I specifically picked
the one you talk about the many trailers. That kind of rings a bell.
Yeah. It's
So you've been doing Simpsons all week?
So I've been talking about Simpsons all week, and then at night we've been watching a Simpson episode, so...
Did you tell your listeners that I was there when they created it?
Like you were in the room when they created Simpsons?
No, I was somewhere. You could have just sat there and just not talked about where there was, and that's been kind of cool.
And I went and ruined it. That's good.
No.
All right. Well, that's a good topic. Do you remember... So tell me about what it was like when The Simpsons first started.
It was the Christmas episode, right, that you and I have watched before.
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Before that, they were on Tracy Ullman, and I never thought the Tracy Ullman show was that funny. But I remember The Simpsons having their little bit go to commercial, and people loved it. That was kind of what really helped the Tracy Ullman show move beyond just a cult following. People have kind of got more into the popular stream, and so when they did their Christmas show, I remember wanting to watch it because these little shows are funny. And growing up, I had watched Bugs Bunny and the Crew, and that was another cartoon that was not originally meant for children. It was meant for adults. And so there was just something about The Simpsons that you knew was going to be definitely funnier than anything you would watch on Saturday cartoons.
Did you instantly like the show and make it a routine that you had to watch every week then?
It was just the it thing. So when the Christmas special came on, like I said, it jumped from just being a little bit from, a 1 minute bit from Tracy Ullman to a full show. So once we saw that, it's like, this is legit. They could carry a whole show just with cartoons. And so I don't know if it was kind of must-see TV at the time. It was very popular, and yes, I won't say that. Well, back in the day, you couldn't stream stuff, you couldn't record stuff, so it was, if you wanted to watch it, you better get in front of the TV, and I do remember that, yeah.
So when did we start videotaping it?
You told everyone about our tape collection, which I still own.
Yeah, I didn't tell them you still own it, but I told them that we did it.
Probably not until, I would have to guess, until it went into syndication. I don't know how that was, but then when I kind of taught you, did you tell the people that I'm the one who brought you in, and then you did surpass me as far as being a Simpsons fan?
Well, I did talk about how you'd have to be there to pause it in between the commercial breaks because we didn't want to record the commercial breaks.
You didn't have to, but then you and I always rewatching them, and if you taped over the commercial, you're like, this isn't what I want. I do remember even at the time being very bossy towards you, do not tape the commercials. But then you and I would always miss out on when the show would come back. And so we would miss part of the jokes, and the Simpsons will come back from commercial with a hot joke right away, right?
Right.
You better be ready for it. So you and I we're not always the best at that. I would bet you, season 3 or probably season 5 at the latest.
No, it had
you to do it for
like a monkey. It had to be earlier.
Tell the people that you like to put the tapes in and then just fall asleep.
I did talk about that.
Okay.
I covered all this stuff. Yeah, I still love falling asleep. We
Nothing like coming downstairs and watching Stitch and Sleep snoring in front of a Simpsons episode. Oh, many times.
Oh.
And actually, you know what? It would not be a Simpsons episode. It would be the snow.
Yeah, we'd get through the whole tape. Okay, last question. Is there going to be more Patches and Stitches podcast episodes?
I can't say for sure, but definitely yes.
All right, sounds good. I got to run to work, but thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you have a good day, Stitches.
You too, Patches. Bye.
All right.
Wow, what a get for us. Patches of the Patches and Stitches Simpson Podcast extravaganza, now on Apple Podcast and wherever you listen to fine podcasts, such as that one. Happy Friday, everybody. Go get it. Let's go do this. And it was itchy.